The environment has been changed.
What we're saying is have a heart.
We've got to be able to regenerate our
There'll be people who are kind, people who are cruel, but that's life. You can be passionate about videos. I'm fine with that.
What's wrong with Singaporeans?
Let's end now. If I would say you have two wishes that you can wish in order to bring about a better condition for animal welfare in Singapore. Let's say if you have the power to do legislation or you have the power to change something, what are the two wishes that you would like to have? Maybe we start with you, Eunice.
I wish that one wish would be for the breeding farms to be reduced to those who are up to par at least. I mean, to bring it down to 3 to 5. We don't really need that many farms.
All right, and the other one?
The other one would be for neighbors to get along much better and to tolerate each other, to accept each other, so that neighbor disputes related to pets don't occur.
So there's a better understanding of animal behavior.
Pet keepers to be more considerate and to keep pets with the knowledge of what it entails. And then for their surrounding neighbors to accept the coexistence with animals.
Okay, May?
Definitely nationwide sterilization.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody would say that.
Yeah, I mean,
you feel so strongly for that.
That is definite, and also higher tolerance for strays. I mean, we don't own this land. I mean, they were here before we were, so just don't freak out when you see them and don't do stupid things to them, just because you're not sound. Yeah.
And you, Ricky?
Yeah.
Oh, what would you have a second one?
As
apart from sterilization. Oh, tolerance.
Yeah.
Same as Eunice then.
Yeah, it's
better understanding between
actually,
neighbors.
Most of the problems are human-made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor animals. All right, Ricky.
Yeah, same here. Top of my agenda right now is to push for a nationwide sterilization program.
Yeah.
So that we can eventually stem the stray population and we can all go home and retire. Yeah. And not have to deal with this on a daily basis.
No, you can't retire.
And of course, the second, I think it's the restriction, greater enforcement of the pet trade, because these are the two singular issues that is, causing the problems downstream.
Okay. How about you, Phyllis?
Same from the cat welfare perspective is for the sterilisation. We hope that the government can provide more manpower and support, especially in funding. And also the other part would be cats to be allowed in HDB. Yeah.
They are allowed in HDB already, aren't they?
No, they are not allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought there was an experiment in one of the townships, pilot program.
Yeah, Chong Pang, yeah.
And has that worked? But Chong Pang, you have these horrendous things happening there.
Yes,
I don't know whether it was a good place to start.
I don't know which start first, but maybe because the sterilisation program started there, so maybe there's more awareness and then the cases were brought up.
Okay.
But I'm sure all the cases, abuse cases happen everywhere in Singapore, but most of them are just, not brought to our eyes and, to our knowledge.
Okay. How about you, do it?
Well, slightly the same as sterilisation, but I'll turn it the other way around for the government to end the culling. So that's dogs, cats, macaques, wild boars. And because it's slightly different for wild animals where we're not calling for sterilisation, but we're really calling for an end to the culling and have proper humane management in place instead. Second wish, I think, is something that Phyllis mentioned earlier. I think we're hopeful that Singaporeans view this, or what we're doing, as not something that animal lovers are doing. I think that's a very big misconception that the media always plays up, that animal lovers are calling for this, animal lovers want this. But for everyone in Singapore to view this as just a sense of injustice. That's it. You see the prominent being smacked against the wall, it's not because you love dogs, but because you feel this is something wrong. That's why you step forward to witness, that's why you step forward to stop the fella. But for the Singaporeans to now view it this way, that this is something that is going on that is wrong, and that we, because of our sense of injustice, we want to put an end to this.
And how about you?
Me, I hope that all the pet owners or to-be pet owners can think before they act, and not just bring their kids to the pet shop. I only have one wish, don't buy on impulse. Actually think through and see whether you are capable of taking care of a pet. It is 15 years of commitment, not just blink of an eye, a few weeks or a few days. It's 15 years. So think about that before you actually buy a pet.
Okay.
Only your one wish.
Oh, can we steal his other wish?
Yes, you can.
I want everyone in Singapore to donate to all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to put the names of your associations on our website.
Okay.
And perhaps you can tell us how you want the donations to be done.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So if I can just sum up, it seems to fall into two general areas. One area is understanding. It's an understanding of pets, their behavior, and an understanding of the responsibility of ownership of pets, so that we can handle pets in the right way and in a more human way. And the other area is the control of the population, and there are various means. What comes off right on the top is sterilization, which seems to be the effective way in countries like Hong Kong and San Francisco, and is something hopefully waiting for Singapore to start. The other way is to be more merciful and don't cull, because culling over the last 4 decades has not brought any effective results. So culling is not that effective, and we shouldn't be culling, and there are more humane ways of dealing with the problem. And of course, pet farms, which churn out the puppies, for them to actually practice more professional standards, so that the animals have a better life. And with that, we end with a hope that the life of the animal in Singapore will improve. Thank you.